Right, well, we better get on with some ideas, and let's start with our anything ideas. Ben, would you care to go first?
Yes, I would.
Oh, good, because I'm definitely not.
Oh.
I look quite stand-uppish like this, don't I? More open.
Do the whole podcast sitting there like that. For the benefit of the listeners, Ben put his 2 fingers but we won't tell you which fingers.
Oh, and where he put them up.
On my nose. Banging on. But as you know,
yes,
and the listeners don't know,
they do not.
Is this year I really got into Hallmark Christmas films. I discovered
not just at Christmas either.
No, well, I found out there's a couple of Easter ones, so I watched one of them the other day. But I just really got into it. I like it partly because it's like comfort watching, because it's the exact same plot. With just different characters and a different gimmick.
Yeah.
But also, I like the romance, because it's like, it's sweet, and that gives you a bit of hope.
It's very schmaltzy at times, isn't it? Yeah. And there's always like a child, isn't there? A little boy or a little girl who's, missing their mum or their dad, and because they've died. And then a man or a woman comes to town, and they fall in love.
Well, it's usually as well like someone is sent to a city to do something to do with work, and they meet someone and they don't get on with them. Yeah. But then they have to work with them, and then they fall in love with them. And then something happens where there's a miscommunication or something, and they fall out, and then they get back together and fall in love and get married.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so...
my idea has nothing to do with that.
Well, now, I thought I'd combine that with another thing that I love to watch at Christmas.
Oh.
The Doctor Who Christmas special.
Oh, okay.
So I thought there could be a Doctor Who Christmas special themed around Hallmark.
Because
they've done a few, like they did one that was a sort of spoof of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. One that was a spoof of...
The Lion, the Witch and the TARDIS.
One that was a spoof of superhero movies. So they could do a Hallmark one. So I've got a rough idea for the plot.
Okay.
So basically they land somewhere, and it's like a really nice, quaint little town. It's like almost too nice.
Yeah, too quaint.
And
too little.
Too little.
Oh, and he goes to the outskirts of the town, and there's nothing there.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Let's go on. So I'm getting ahead of myself.
So they're walking around, and the companion bumps into someone. And then they're like, and they have a little argument like they do in the Hallmark films. They're like, oh, no.
Watch where you're going. I almost dropped my Christmas tree.
Yeah. So they have an argument, and then they carry on, and then a bit later they see him, or maybe they have to somehow speak to them. And then the companion sort of instantly feels like, oh, I'm smitten, oh, I'm falling in love, and I can't explain it. But, and the Doctor
it's the quaintness of this little town.
Well, the Doctor notices it, like, like, what's going on?
Things aren't quite right here. People don't... Because people in these films don't act like normal people, do they?
Yeah,
so
like bad acting.
Yeah, exactly, that really bad acting.
Oh, hi, Barbara. And,
hi, Jim. How's the Christmas tree farm? Not good. If we don't sell enough trees by Christmas, we're going to have to close. Something's not right.
No, that's too good acting. Hallmark.
What about the orphans?
Well, like my dad used to say all those years ago. I remember back when I was a little boy. I just asked how you are. But so anyway, they sort of fall for each other, and they start doing all these Christmas activities together, like baking cookies and going to the Christmas market and carol singing and stuff. But the Doctor notices this, and maybe he does visit the outskirts and sees that it's sort of a bit like the Truman Show, where it's all enclosed. Yeah. And he starts to figure out that it's like a spoof, it's a Hallmark thing. And he goes back and like starts noticing stuff, but then he sees like the Christmas tree decorated, and I'm gonna do Peter Capaldi's Doctor, because that's the one I can do a voice for. But hey, this tree is already decorated. Isn't there supposed to be a bit where you both decorate the tree together? And like, so you recognise it's a Hallmark.
Yeah. Doctor Who watching Hallmark movies.
I've seen the films. I know how this plays out.
I saw one. I've seen them all.
So it turns out that the stranger that she's falling in love with is the villain, and he's like trapping her, and maybe he like feeds off the affection he gives her. And that's kind of as far as I've got, really, because I didn't want to develop it too much, because I want your ideas.
Ooh. What if he was like, he could, what's the word, like transform into different people?
Shapeshift.
Yeah, shapeshift, but they all look very similar. Because all the men in these films look pretty much the same. Like, he just shapeshifts, his hair's like slightly different. You haven't done anything. I have.
It's not guy again, but he's got blonde hair this time.
Yeah, and you'd have to like go through all the cliches, or the like the Christmas tree farm, Santa's village. He goes through all these different cliches.
Santa, maybe Santa's in on it as well.
Ooh, Santa himself. Is Santa a character in the Doctor Who universe?
Sort of.
Oh.
The 11th Doctor referenced him as his friend Jeff, as he knows him, and he's got a picture of him. And then there's an episode where Nick Frost plays Santa, but it turns out it's like a dream thing, so it's a bit like open to interpretation. Really.
Okay.
So, what's the villain's plan, and how do they stop it?
Because maybe I'm leaning too much towards like the Hallmark channel, because they're on Netflix, are they as well? Or are they just similar films?
Yeah, I watch them on YouTube. They got like loads of full movies on there. So, yeah.
Don't tell Hallmark that.
Hi.
They're actually waving them off. Like, no. Hi. No, go away. Hi. They are actually in an actual film. Actually, that has been broadcast to aliens.
Yeah. So the aliens have seen the Hallmark channel and thought we'll create a world where we can simulate these
Someone's
films.
addicted to them. We couldn't use Hallmark, obviously.
No, but like Bullmark. Or Paul Mark,
the alien.
Paul and Mark.
These aliens watching these Hallmark movies. Get the good biscuits. Little throwback.
Yeah, so I like that. So it's in a simulated world, but then what's the big danger?
Them just becoming. Ooh, well, what happens to the characters after the film? Because you don't hear of them. What if all these actors are obliterated?
Yeah.
Or they're put into like a recycling machine, turned into different characters.
Yeah, so maybe it's not the stranger that is the villain then, it's the alien.
He's a victim.
And he's actually, then like, they're like, in a market or something, he whispers to her like, we need to escape.
Yeah.
And then...
Like, he's been through this cycle before. He gets put into this recycling machine, comes out a different, similar looking guy. And he knows she shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But they've already started to fall, and it's like, oh no, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
And now
then there's like the other actress who was like, but I love him.
Yeah.
I've moved all the way from Cincinnati to be here.
I moved all the way from the big city.
I left my failing business to come and start anew.
Yeah. As a farm girl.
With my son, Billy. Mommy, are you going to get a new husband?
Not this Christmas, Billy.
Yeah. And then maybe she's like becomes jealous and like she starts raging and like trying to separate them.
Well, I'm thinking these people just want to live a normal, peaceful life, but they can't. They have to be constantly recycled into different characters, going through the same plots, the same cycles, falling in love, breaking up, falling into love again, being recycled, turned into mush and reshaped into similar looking people with same hair colour and everything. And then doing the whole thing again, arriving in the small town, falling in love with the farmer.
Yeah, because then that'd be a good message about how they're all the same.
Yeah. And they just want to break the cycle and live their lives.
And maybe if they do try and say anything, then like they get electrocuted. Maybe someone, like the shopkeeper, like tries to tell the companion and then he gets like electrocuted.
Or maybe like that character ends up dead or something. They're all gathered round like a post office. A small town American post office, and he's lying on the ground, they're all stood around him. And the doctor's like, what happened? I don't know if I've told you this, Ben, but I'm playing the doctor in the the upcoming series.
The German doctor.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
What happened to this man? How frail what? I'm just making up words.
Come, Fraulein. We must travel to cross the stars to find the vat first.
In my TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside, you know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like, they're falling in love, and the doctor realises, like, and then he sees them, like, going to kiss. He's like, no, you can't kiss, because then that'll cement it.
Dives and tackles her to the ground.
And then, like, the alien...
Oh, yeah, they kiss, and they have to kiss, like, under the moonlight or something.
Yeah.
That's when it ends, and that's when they all get recycled, and he has to make sure that doesn't happen.
But the aliens, like, capture the doctor, and then he has to try and get back there and stop them.
What if the aliens look like people as well? Because then you could have one who's the director.
Well, I meant, we'd have to think about the aliens. I don't think humans.
What if the director alien and the writer alien? What if all them are prisoners as well? For an even more benevolent.
Yeah, the executives.
Yes, yeah.
Just like a giant blob sitting there. Make another film.
That's quite insulting.
Low budget.
Quite insulting to the audience of these Hallmark films.
No, they're the executives sitting there going, churn another one out.
Yeah, yeah. And the writers have to write the same thing over and over again.
No changes. Same story.
Make him a baker this time.
Yeah. And he just like sort of his stomach bubbles up and then a script falls out. I produce the script.
Yeah, I like this. I'm liking this episode. I'd actually watch this one.
Yes.
I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, as you know. It's quite a tense. Quite a wall in our relationship is your love of Doctor Who and my. But I'd definitely watch this one. Yeah,
because then the Doctor thinks it's the writers and directors that are to blame, but then he realises it's the executives.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, so he manages to get back and save the companion, and then flies to the executives and shuts the place down, and then he takes them to all the writers and actors and that to another planet where they can get jobs.
I got it. The executives are doing this to get whatever from the audience.
Yeah.
Maybe not money, maybe just...
the emotion they feed off.
Yeah. Sure. Yes, okay, I know, I got it. The executives feed off like the romantic emotions of of the viewers who you don't get to see. They're out there. So the Doctor changes the ending. Yeah. He has a pep talk with the assistant and the companion, excuse me, and he tells her you can't go through with it. You got to break it off. You got to break his heart. Yeah. And so they get to the kiss, and the Doctor thinks, she's not going to do it. He's with the executives. They've held him captive. He's watching this whole thing. They're about to kiss, and she pushes him away. It's like, I can't do it. Yeah. I don't love you. And then they're saying, what is she doing? Yeah. And all the viewers stop. They're going away. They're dropping off. Yeah, because it's live as well. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. There is a Big Finish audio drama similar to this, but it's like action. And it's like they go and pretend to invade a planet, and it's all filmed and stuff. And then they I don't know if they feed off like the emotion or the viewers, or they get something from the viewers. So, yeah, it's similar to that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I like. Hey, we grumbleweed. Yeah. So that's the Doctor Who Hallmark Christmas special. And that's how he stops the executives. The executive sounds like a band, doesn't it? Yeah. Like 90s like synth pop. Imagine them in suits, like. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the weird coiffured hair. Yeah.